Hi everyone, Caroline here. Hope you're all well. Today I'm going to show you how I made this Christmas card. If you can see, there are icicles coming down, and I'm going to show you how I did that using this Stamps by Me stencil called Retro Waves. Now it's no longer available on the website, but it is still there, and you can click on the Notify Me button. And when Tony Darroch, who owns Stamps by Me, when she has enough people to bring it back, she will bring it back. So it is worth doing that if you like it. So let's get on with it. Okay. First of all, I'm going to use a 6x6 card, and this is for using on a 7x7 blank card. So this is my cardstock 6" by 6", and I'm going to blank off some of the sky to make the hills using a mask. You can call it a stencil. I call it a mask because it masks off. And a little circle for the moon. You can get these anywhere. I've just seen on the Funky Fossil website. I don't know if you get anything from Funky Fossil, but they have some tremendous stuff on there, and they do this with the hill cutout and the mountain cutout, and also inside they've got the cloud cutout, so it's worth going on there and having a look. So what I do is I put that there with my moon there, and I'm going to do this in my Eureka because I've got the magnets in here that can hold them down, and that really does help. Superb stamping platform this. So I'll put that there and that in the middle of there. Okay, now for this for the sky I'm going to be using the Distress Oxide Stormy Sky, Dusty Concord, and the Versifying Clair Twilight ink. So let's get started with that. I'll start with Stormy Sky. Holding that down. Put another magnet on there. Can't have enough magnets on, can you? Just avoiding the moon because I'm going to get a finger dauber for that. Just push that up. Using a finger dauber, I'm just going to go with that magnet for a minute, just go out from the moon like that. As you can see, it's leaving the moon above it. Nice that. I'm going to get this a nice night sky. Put that back on. Let's get my Dusty Concord. And it brings in a bit of a purple hue to the sky. And then finally, the Versifying Clair Twilight. So it's a sort of layering with your inks to get those lovely dark sky colours. You know, the winter sky, beautiful winter sky. See that? Even if you leave a little bit of white there, it's like clouds in the sky, isn't it? You can still see clouds in the sky at night, so that's nice. And then I'm going to put this other one at an angle, going up towards, to meet towards the other one there, like that. And I'm going to use my finger dauber and the Twilight ink, and I'm just going to flick up gently, not a lot, just a little bit. Like that. And that just gives the outline. My lid for that. I'm going to get using tumbled glass. Again, a lighter finger dauber. I have a few for blues, for different blues I use. And I'm just going to circle a little bit in the moon, because obviously it's not flat white. So you just go around that little edge there. If you can see what I'm doing there. Can you see that moon? And it just gives us a little bit of dimension. And then with the same dauber, I'm just shading along that edge, and shading along this edge too, so it's not such a stark line. Bring some of that blue from the sky down, like that. Can you see? Right, now I've done that, I'm going to put some Christmas trees up here to have in the background. Now these are just cheap ones I found on eBay or wherever I can, and they don't need to be expensive ones. Bring that over there. No, not over the edge. Put my lid going down. I'm just going to pop them up there like that, so that's sort of just in the background there. To pull that down a little bit. Just go a little bit so you can see a little bit of the white line, not too much. Just using my black ink for this, so they're like silhouettes in the night. Can you see? They're now sitting behind that hill. See those? Already it's a lovely little Christmas scene, isn't it? Then in the foreground here, to do another tree, again just come a little bit below your blue that you've done. Tree here. Do that again. These are well used stamps. I'm going to put a small one just next to it there. It's lovely to seam build with your Christmas cards, or with any cards really. Seam building is lovely. Tony Derrick at Stamps By Me does one called a Soulful Collection, and that's all seam building. They're amazing. You should have a look on the website. It's wonderful. I've got some of them and I really enjoy seam building. Lovely. Okay, so can you see that? And we can put some at this side if we wish. But what I'm going to put on here is I'm going to put Santa on his sleigh going over the moon. And if you're wondering where I got that tiny little Santa on his sleigh from, it's a lawn fawn stamp set called Ready Set Snow. I don't know if they still do this. I've had this a while, but you get a snow globe in and you can make up little scenes, and they have little Christmas trees in as well, and little snowflakes. So it's worth having a look. Oh, there we are. How cute is that? There we are. Santa flying through the sky, ready to drop his parcels. Okay, so that's that done. Now we've got that finished, I'm going to do the glitter on the trees and on the snow hills, on the hills of the snow now. So I'm going to use a Quickie glue pen, and I'm just going to go along the edges there, under there, and around the moon as well, because that's glittering in the night sky. A little bit on Santa and his sleigh and his reindeers. Bit of magic. Just using a bit of Papermania, the fine glitter, iridescent, which is a good all-rounder for Christmas cards. I don't know if you can see that. That's lovely already. On the Christmas trees, I'm going to get my white Posca pen. I was at my sister's the other week, and I got a white Posca pen out and I shook it. I didn't realise I had the lid off, and I shook it all over and I covered my sister in Posca pen ink. Right, I'm just going to put a little bit of snow on the trees. Just on the edges of the trees so you can see it's snowed. And landed on the branches. And it really just highlights those Christmas trees in the background. You just about see that. I think it's running out my ink. Try the smaller one. That's better. Been looking after our little grandsons during the school holidays, and they love crafting. But they use all my stuff, and I come to use it and it's gone. They have such fun with it, they love it. And it's really kept them amused. Oh, they love stamping and colouring. Can you see that? What a difference that's made to those trees. And then with my glitter pen, my Quickie glue pen, just dotting over it as well, because obviously the snow glistens, doesn't it? The moonlit sky, the moon shining on it, on the snow. For someone getting a card like this, it's nice and different, with it being handmade and a pretty scene. Typical Christmas, isn't it? Okay. Put the glue back in there. And now to the fun bit. We're going to put those icicles on. So I need my retro wave stencil. And I place that where I want it for the, where I want them to fall, which is not too far down, because icicles don't go too far. They're mainly near at the top, aren't they? So about there, I think, for this one. I'm going to take that down. This is a sticks to low tack tape, which is very good. Even if you put it on your cardstock, it doesn't rip your cardstock. It's very good. And I'm going to be using the icicles diamond glitter paste in the it's called Argent, which is a silvery glitter paste. And this is from Stamps by Me. If you go on the How to Craft network and have a look at their inks and everything, these are wonderful. And I can have a little palette knife, and I just splodge a little bit on, not too much, because it does spread. And I just spread that down like that. And you can hear it gritty, and that's the glitter in it. So it does have some glitter in. Try and scrape as much as you can off, but leaving enough in those gaps that there's no space. Everything is in there, but not too thick to, you know, to scrape it off, so that it's not too thick a blob for drying afterwards. Although these icicles pastes really do dry quite quickly. I leave mine overnight just to be sure, not to mess about with it, because you can soon put your finger in things and or press it and it spoils it. So that's got all of that. Okay, pop the top back on there. I'll get a baby wipe and wipe that off. With the paste, wipe it off your stencil as quickly as you can, because like I say, it does dry quite quick. So when we lift this, there we go. You see that? How cool is that? I'm just going to wipe my stencil now. Be a good girl and do my crafting housework. Which when you're crafting, it's probably about the only housework you get done. Even if you get a bit left on, it's not the end of the world, and it won't ruin your stencil. You can wash them in warm soapy water as well, and that gets it off. But like I said, do it straight away, and then it doesn't dry on hard. That's it. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of glitter on this because it just brings it up that little bit. Put my light on. And I have some fine silver glitter. Which I use. It's just a Dove Craft one. And I've put my light on because it's gone dark out. There we are. And that has taken that to a whole new level. You can see that. Whoa. Just pop this back in there. Sit back down. If any excess on that you don't want, just brush it off. When everything dries as well, it'll it's not a very soft brush, is it? That's better. Perfect. Isn't that lovely? And I'm going to be putting that on a black card, which is 7 by 7, like that, because I think that really makes it pop. And I'll pop a little sentiment on here at the bottom. Believe in the magic of Christmas. And Santa is there. Santa is behind those icicles. Just in the distance there. You can even add some splats of snow if you want. But I think that's a nice icy, clear icy night. And it is magical, isn't it? Now, what I also did, but I wanted to show you as well, I'll show you that up close there, was I used on my other one the Imala stamp, Christmas stamp, which was the house one called Festive Day, because it has this snowflake set stamp inside. Look at the size of that. It's fantastic, isn't it? You'd have to check on the website, see if that's still available. I will leave links in the description for everything. But I used it on a pearlised navy card, and that came up beautiful. So what I did then was I used my retro waves again, and did some icicles on that, and using the Imala Naughty or Nice stamp. Again, look at the size of these, they're fabulous. I did one of the ladies in all the Christmassy red colours, and I'm going to pop her on there like that. And that will go on a white 7x7 card. I mean, you can do these to whatever size you want. It doesn't, you know, it's entirely up to you. But again, you don't even need to mat and layer that. Just that on its own on white really pops out. And I'm going to pop her on there. And I'll post these on the group, the Crafty Army with Carley, and on my group, Creative Crafters. You can go on the Creative Crafters. If you are a crafter and you want to advertise what you do, if you do tutorials like this, YouTube tutorials, or you have a website, you're selling your stamps or anything, you can go on there and advertise. There's no restrictions at all. You can post any make of stamps. Just come in and have some fun and enjoy it. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I think I've shown you everything on there, and I hope you've liked it, and if you have, please give us a thumbs up, it does help, and feel free to subscribe if you want to watch any more of my videos, which I will have more coming soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.